onto the last brush. Now this is my favourite brush. It does all the fiddly jobs that no one likes to do. It does all your cutting in and your edging. This is the paintbrush that's going to let you paint your window frame and not the glass, your skirting boards and not the walls and so on. It's the small brush here. Now we call this one the toothbrush. It looks a bit like a toothbrush, but it certainly doesn't paint like one. Now we load it up over the roller like we do with the others. Remember folks, if you're using an oil-based paint, you want to get rid of any excess on there. Now the most important thing about using this small brush here is to make sure this front guard here's got no wet paint on it. That's really important because that's the bit that does all the work for you. That's the bit that goes against the surface that you don't want to paint. And now folks, you can come along and paint your window frames in as quickly and as easily as this. So no longer do you spend hours running around the house beforehand masking those windows up in preparation, only to find that if you leave that tape on for too long, it makes a big mess of your paintwork when you try and take it off. Now the corners, they're just as easy. You keep that guard flush to the glass, run along and roll your wrist around there. That suspension system just allows those bristles to get right down in there. Now I know I'll make that look very easy, but that's because it is. I'll show you how they taught me. There's really nothing to it. All you have to do is load your brush up over the roller. Remember, if you're working with enamel, to get rid of any excess on there. Now like I said before, the most important thing with this little brush is to make sure this front guard's free from any wet paint, and then your only job is to control the angle. When you're up too high, you won't paint a thing. The second you drop the handle too low, you'll paint too much. So this is the way they taught me. We start in the corner with a nice high angle, gently down onto the work, and give yourself a line, something to work to. And all you have to do is little bit by bit, just adjust the angle of your wrist until you find the line that comes up flush with the glass, and once you're confident you've got it, you just follow on through. Now once you've done that part of the window frame with that little brush, you don't mess around on the outside there. When you find that the larger brush in the kit will do your larger surface area that much more quickly and efficiently. So there's your window frames done.